All right, back with another episode of Rig NFL. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, all that good stuff, man. We had a crazy week 10 where we saw the Panthers win back to back games. We didn't think this was going to happen, albeit it was against the Giants. But back to back games for the Panthers. The Ravens, they got away with a close game against the Bengals. Yet another game where the Bengals had it in hand, and then Zach Taylor does something stupid and fucks the game away. And now look at you, you're 4-6. Your playoff chances are all but gone. Theoretically, you can still make the playoffs, but I highly doubt it. If you keep doing this win lose shit, you're not gonna end up winning enough games to get to the playoffs. I already mentioned the Giants suck. The Niners won by 3. Close game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Moody had 3 missed field goals in this game, too. 3 missed field goals. Deebo Samuel got into it with the long snapper. But all is well whenever you kick game-winning field goal, win the game for you. Niners, they still in the mix of the NFC West, which I still think that's going down to Arizona, Seattle, and not Seattle, excuse me. Arizona, LA, and San Francisco. Seattle's kind of like the outside looking in kind of team. The Saints, they won the Vegas Trap game of the week, beating the Falcons, who were red hot at the time. A lot of news been around the Saints for the simple fact, they had fired the head coach, and they got the recipient of the fired head coach script that they love to do, where it's like a change in culture suddenly and all that good shit. They still cook, though. Don't get it confused. Do not get it confused. Chiefs, they won another game. They ended up blocking a field goal. What would have been the game-winning field goal for the Broncos. Another close game. Kansas City gets by. They still undefeated. Hey, that clock ticking the same way Miami Hurricanes was doing in football, just skating by every single game till they eventually lose. Same thing gonna happen with the Chiefs, man. It's not gonna be any different. Will it be against Buffalo? Possibly, or it might be, like we mentioned before, down the fucking line in the playoffs or something. Another thing about that game, Denver was scoreless in the second half after being 14-10, and then Casey ended up kicking 2 field goals in the second half, won the game. Steelers got another close win, big win actually over the Washington Commanders. The Commanders, they've had a resurgence with Jaden Daniels as the quarterback. He's the new star on the scene. He is arguably the best quarterback in his draft class, because we know Caleb Williams ain't doing too hot right now, and they didn't already fire the OC. They gonna clean more house than that. But a big win over Washington. Russell Wilson steps in, making the offense hum seamlessly. I thought the man was cooked, but apparently he cooking right now. So, yeah, Steelers got a big matchup against the Ravens in the upcoming week. Washington, they got a big matchup against the Eagles. That's going to be a good, close matchup. Both of which are for divisions, mind you. What's up, Bronze? What's good with you? So in 2013, the Chiefs beat the Bills to become 9-0, then lost the next week to the Bronx. Now 2024, the opposite could happen. What's good, Daryl Jones? Do I think Bo Nix or Russell Wilson will have a better script performance for Week 11? You're going to have to tune in to the Pick'em Show on Thursday for that one, man. What up, Damon? What's good with you? But yeah, moving on. Wilson had the 3 touchdowns for the Steelers. Mike Williams, I know he's happy not to be with the Jets anymore. You go from a 3-6 team to a 7-2 team. You can't complain. You can't be mad. Much better situation. Minnesota, they barely got by against the Jacksonville Jaguars, 12-7. Donald had 3 picks. People mentioned in the chat, in the Discord, in the comments, all that at some point Sam Darnold was going to play like Sam Darnold, and right now he's playing like Sam Darnold. They won, but again, he's going to end up being who he's always been. So don't forget that. Don't get too comfortable, Vikings fans. Oh, no. Y'all got some losses coming. And it's bad when the Jags have Mac Jones at quarterback. What's good, Damon? Happy 24th birthday. What's up? What's up with you, man? Do anything fun for your birthday? Kirk, not my cousin. That's his name. Kirkwood Cousins, man. Speaking of the Bears, man, they lost a bad game to the Patriots. They only scored 3 points. Fired their OC. Caleb Williams kind of done lost the locker room. It's been reported that some of the Bears players wanted to bench him. Say it again, the number 1 overall draft pick, supposed to be the savior of your team, and all. They wanted to bench him for Tyson Badgett. So there's already something going on in the locker room there. I think there was a report that during the game that one of the O-linemen didn't even want to help up Caleb Williams. I mean, we've seen it happen before in the past. So say Russell Wilson with the Broncos that first year. It can happen. It can happen. But yeah, they cook, man. The Bears are cooked. They might get we fired our head coach win after the fact. But yeah, they cook, man. They season over. Even after one game below 500. Chargers, they beat a sorry Titans team. Not much news to talk about there. Eagles beat a sorry Cowboys team. Again, not much news there. Trey Lance played, Cooper Rush played, but they still suck. And I know it got real quiet for them Cowboys. Real quiet. I don't think all summer, all football season, I haven't heard one lick of Cowboys talking about it's their year. They're going to turn it around. I ain't heard none of that shit. Ever since that Packers loss in the playoffs, I think they definitely got the message. New York Jets. They got smacked again. Well, I tell you niggas, Jets wasn't finna do shit. Even after they had that win on Halloween. That was some feel-good shit. That was it. And a betting trap, too. But they not finna do shit. They cook. They not finna go on a run. They done. Bye. Lions. Jake Bates, the hero yet again. He was the hero against the Vikings. You know, he had the game-winning field goal. Vikings had a possession, blah, blah, blah. This time, he was cut by the Texans, mind you, from Texas. Had the whole UFL backstory, kicking 60-plus yard field goals. The first field goal that he made, should I say in the second half, skated by. I'm talking like if this screen was the uprights, this ball was right like here. Skated by. Next one, the game winner. Same thing, but on the opposite side, ended up skating right by for the game winner. And yeah, you know, NBC had to show all that stuff on the screen, this little backstory and all that to really paint the picture to make the story come alive. But yeah, man, 8-1 Detroit right now. Jared Goff threw 5 picks and they still won. 5 picks and them niggas are still winning games. Like the title says, that is bait for the Super Bowl. Because, you know, a lot of people hammering that Lions shit. Lions win the Super Bowl, all that shit. Because it looks like they really trying to push that Chiefs-Lions matchup. Especially with that Patrick Mahomes glazing, that T-Mobile commercial. I see the Bills beating Patrick Mahomes. It is the regular season. Again, tune in Thursday for the pregame pick 'em. You'll get your answer. So do I think college football going to let Tennessee beat Georgia at home? Honestly, I doubt it. I got a video coming out about college football tomorrow. I doubt it, though. 2 back-to-back losses. It'd be nice, though. Say Goff must have got the Vegas call Sunday night, 6 INTs. So the Lions will win the Super Bowl because Aiden Hutchinson will be back on the field. We'll see about that, man. Like, my thing about that is I know they mentioned that he would be back by the Super Bowl. I know, very interesting, I guess, deadline to be back or whatever, expected date. But they did this shit with Mark Andrews. Last year, they were like, Mark Andrews could be back by the Super Bowl. Niggas didn't even make it to the Super Bowl. But yeah, homeboy had Madden numbers for real. The Stafford telling ass yesterday. Yeah, that was the uneventful Vegas trap game. I mean, who was favored actually? Let's see. Rams was favored by 1 and losing. Dolphins, it's not going to help their season. And yeah, Rams still in the mix though, but Dolphins, that shit ain't gonna help nothing. Just waiting on that Chiefs scripted block video. So they pushing that 3-peat. Yeah, they gonna have to. Back-to-back champions. It's the only thing you can really push for the Chiefs is the 3-peat, the potential 3-peat. There's nothing else you can push besides what the usual talking points. Patrick Mahomes, he the best player in the NFL. He the next GOAT. Taylor Swift. They didn't use everything. This is literally all they can use. And then when them niggas don't 3-peat, it's gonna be, can they get back to the Super Bowl? Is gonna be the talking point for the Chiefs. Like the story gonna take a little detour and focus on some other teams or some shit or whoever won. And then it's gonna be like, oh, back to the Chiefs. Before they go on their little drought. Like you watching two kids play on all Madden for the first time, all the damn turnovers. So with the Tech and Meta Center today, he may return sooner and recover from the injury. They look at the John Robinson ritual of death yesterday. What about it? Seems like they got the Bills scripted for revenge on the Chiefs Sunday, being their first loss, or potentially being their first loss. Yeah, I mean, this is looking at the Chiefs' schedule. Yeah, this is one of those like these motherfuckers gotta lose to either the Bills or something. Shit, maybe the Raiders the second time around because people really won't see that shit coming. But yeah, every game that you would think them niggas would have lost by now, they done skated by. They done got away. Got away one in Atlanta. Got away one by a foot against Baltimore. Another close one to the Chargers. Shit, the Broncos. The Bucks. The Saints. Every single one. Somebody gonna get them. The KC not even making through the playoffs. Through the playoffs is such a bait. How don't you see that? I think the most disappointing team is the Jets or the Cowboys, man. I would say, it's really the Cowboys. The Cowboys, for real, you making Dak the highest paid quarterback in the league, and then the nigga get hurt. Chiefs most lucky unbeaten team to start the season off ever. Yeah, that's a fact. They just skated by in some crazy ass ways, man. They're the worst undefeated team you've seen. Oh shit! I'm trying to think. Who was that? They went a while. I think it was that Philly team. They was like that. They went 10-0, whatever it was last year. That was one of them teams I was looking at like, yo, this team, something off about this team, even before they started losing this shit. The more they bail the Chiefs out in close games, the more people are gonna believe it's scripted for real. Well, they didn't show their ass a lot. The refs been show their ass way too much. Funny how the Colts could be developing AR-15, but yet they are with Flacco. That whole situation has been a horrible handling of everything, really. Like, just not just this year, but going back to last year. Number one, it's the same shit with Bryce Young. With a quarterback like Bryce, who was in a bad, terrible situation, to a quarterback like IR5, who had 13 career starts in college. 13. That's it. 13. That's one season in the bowl game. That is literally it. Starts. Came into the league at what was he? 20. He young, I know that. Was he like 23 or some shit? I might be wrong on the age, but I know he came in young, didn't have a whole lot of experience. He's raw product. They see all the physical tools. Nigga wasn't ready from the start. He really wasn't. That's the nigga you should have had sitting behind Flacco last year. And maybe another year. And then give him the reins. Because, like, there's moments where Richardson have, like, an amazing-ass throw. But goddamn, there's so many times he inaccurate. And that's not just a scripted thing. That's, nigga, he got to work some shit out with the mechanics. And using him like Cam Newton also doesn't help too. He's not a fucking battering ram. So Kelsey brothers on a cereal box. Bro, them niggas get more promo than some of these pro wrestlers do that got deals with companies, bro. It's crazy. Like them being on cereal is like similar to Kofi Kingston and the New Day and all that shit. Or John Cena. It's crazy how much they get pushed. What's good? You said you heard they pushing the Chiefs to go to the Super Bowl and do what the 72 Dolphins did by going undefeated. Yeah, that shit ain't gonna happen. Steelers also seem like they have a little bit of that ref help too. Yeah, they've got, especially against the Washington Commanders. Yeah, for sure. The Bills and Chiefs gonna be the game of the year. Shit, I don't know about that. Usually it does have some crazy shit go down in it, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Because I say right now, the game of the year would have been that first Ravens-Bengals matchup. Here, Patrick Mahomes told refs to let him know when defensive players are close to him. That don't shock me. I mean, it's like you seen that clip of MJ talking to the referee where basically the referee had to justify a foul call to MJ. Or like, or whatever it said, if it's a foul, MJ, I'll call it a foul. Whatever. Like, it's the same shit. I'm sure they got a clip of Brady doing the same thing. I think they try to do something with Trey Lance. That is a nigga who needs reps. That is really it. The fact that he wasn't titled as the starter, especially at this point for the Cowboys, where your season over with. The least you could do is put out Trey Lance just to see what you got. Just to see. Because you starting Cooper Rush over him, that say a lot about what you think of Trey Lance. That say a lot. What's good, Tribe of Judah? What's up with you? The Falcons lose to an interim head coach. Yep. I mean, they can afford the loss anyway. I mean, shit. They got their division on lock. The Buccaneers ain't finna take their division. The Saints season is over with. The Panthers, their season is over with, even if they go on a little hot streak. That's the Falcons division to lose. Same like the AFC East is the Bills to lose. Same shit with the NFC South. So none of these athletes drink or eat those cereals and sodas that's shown as advertised. Thought NFL players, the only ones you see in commercials are Reed, Mahomes, Kelsey brothers, and one of them Kelsey's retired. Yeah, for the most part in commercials, I have seen, definitely we know about the trio of those three. Travis, that is, and then, his brother. I've seen Derrick Henry in a State Farm commercial. Lamar got that Gatorade commercial. Who else? Brock Purdy, I saw him in a commercial. I think him and Jared Goff. That Travis was already annoying. Add his brother alone makes it worse. Yeah, I just saw that video of his brother. Was it getting into it with some Penn State fans or some shit? Do I think Allen's interceptions, though, is he only thrown 2? That are happening so far are just flukes or hints. I mean, shit. The fact he thrown less than any other, at this point, any other time in his career, nigga, take that as a sign of good things to come. That's what you should do. If he do that shit against the Chiefs, he might need to be worried, though. Or against any of these playoff teams and shit. Yeah, be worried because that nigga gonna do that shit in the playoffs again. Oh, talking about the Mahomes thing. The Ravens over Steelers this week. Shit, they need to. So Lions and Chiefs are definitely both bad, especially the way both are getting of them are getting bailed out. Interesting Thursday night for once. For once, they finally gave us a good Thursday night football game. I mean, I guess it'll be 2 weeks in a row. But yeah, Washington, Philly, you got division, standings, rights, all that shit on the line. Can't complain about that. The Raptors losing every game but getting the spreads late. That's funny as hell. Funny how the Bucks offense is playing. They're all, especially with injuries, but the defense can't stop a tissue. Personally, I don't think the Bucks really gonna go that far, if even make the playoffs at this rate. I mean, shit, the niggas lost last week, and they lost the week before that. So, it's still they got time in the season, but I doubt they can really turn that shit around. At most, they could be a spoiler. No. You get a Pepsi commercial with Megan Thee Stallion? I ain't seen that one. I just know about that one he did with State Farm. Oh, Young Way Cool. Yeah, I heard some people talking about some fans saying they need to cut him. Heard too. Yeah, that shit old though. That shit old. It's like Baker used to be in them commercials before Jalen Hurts did. Nas Kicker missed 3 field goal kicks and they won by 3. So Lamar's 2-4 against the Steelers. Probably right be split with them because they'll get their dub close to Christmas. Yeah, both of those games are a toss-up. And most of the time when they've been playing, actually ironic enough with the Steelers and Ravens matchup since Lamar then took over as a starter for the Ravens, that whole rivalry as a whole hasn't even been the same because you had Big Ben retiring, Steelers going through all their quarterback issues where they was just floating in 500 land for like 3-4 years. Some of those matchups, either Lamar just played like absolute dog shit, or he didn't play at all. And you had RG3 or Tyler Huntley or some shit at Josh Johnson, whoever the fuck at quarterback. Or on the flip side, if the Ravens have Lamar, the Steelers ain't got their starting quarterback because he hurt. So hopefully we get a good classic Ravens-Steelers matchup to make that rivalry mean something again. Because it ain't the same when it's Cincinnati and Baltimore and Cleveland. It ain't the same versus when it's Baltimore and Pittsburgh for that division. So you can't wait for Kendrick to perform at the Super Bowl. Thursday Night Football needs to do that more often, have more divisional games. I bet they don't do this for the simple fact that the recovery time. Say those teams play on Sunday. Then you want them in the Thursday Night Football game for, say, let's see close. Arizona and San Francisco, say they had games on Sunday, and now you want to turn around and play on Thursday. That's my guess as to why they don't like to do that shit as much, and why they like to throw out the shittier matchups like you have the Bears against the Raiders or some shit. The Chiefs Commanders, but that'd be funny as hell if they make that happen. Actually, think about this. You say Chiefs and Commanders, Commander in Chief. We just had the election. That'd be some funny ass shit. Them two ended up playing the Super Bowl. That's the Dolphins' first win since Tua got back to against the Rams. It's crazy. Do I think they make the AFC East close? Well, who? Who the hell? Who gonna get hot? Because I don't think so. I mean, you got Buffalo at 8-2, Miami, who is 3-6 in second place, 3-6. Jets 3-7, Patriots 3-7. I don't see any of these teams getting hot like that. Even if you say the Dolphins might get hot, which I doubt. You looking at, say, out of 3 games, the niggas win 2. What, 5-7? Compared to the Bills in that same span could potentially be, I don't know, 10-3 possibly. So no. So why the hell the Jets favorites over a team better, over a way better team like Arizona, Aaron Rodgers? Now you gotta think about how much they've been hyping them up for 2 years too. The command skins. Detroit might lose the first playoff game to get rid of them early. I'll say this, if they, I don't know, if they go through like a real bad slump to end the season, that's how they playoffs gonna go. Same way. Kind of like we saw with the Eagles last year. If the Lions do that same shit where they start losing all these games, these close games that they was winning earlier, they gonna go out early in the playoffs. Chargers are due for a nice run. Yeah. Ain't no competition in the AFC East. Facts. Says Sauce Gardner fall off needs to be studied. What is this, his 3rd year? It ain't shit that they needs to be studied. This is 3rd year. One of the biggest things with the Jets is penalties. That's what's killing them. They got the Raiders getting Deion's son because Brady's, part owner, mentor to Shador and all that shit. If it do happen, if they do make this thing happen, I still think the Raiders gonna be the same old team. It's gonna be the same old Raiders. They just gonna have a little bit more hype because they got Deion's son there. You say Bo Nix is the best quarterback drafted this year in Daniels? Bo Nix definitely was not the best quarterback drafted. I can tell you that now. That was not the best. The Texans need to get CJ O-line. They're going to get him hurt. He said you liking the command skin. Shout out to HDTV. Yeah, man. Shout out HDTV in the building. Say he did fall off since his rookie. We talking about a 3rd-year player. Said Bo Nix leads all rookie QBs and everything, touchdowns and everything. That don't make him the best, though. So Colorado going to get to 8-3 in college football. Gematria 38. Or are they reversing it, you say? Hold on. Time out. I just called something. Is there more to that? Because they play 12 games. Possibly 13, 14, or 15. So, like, is there more to that? I don't know what you were getting that past that. If you implying they're going to go win the playoffs or some shit. You don't even know what they're trying to do with the Jags right now. It's called tanking. Find a new head coach soon. That's what that is. That's what the fuck 2-8 looks like. Tanking. Getting a good draft pick. That's what the fuck 2-8 is. 2-7 Tennessee. That's what trying to get a new quarterback looks like. They don't want to say it out loud, but let's be real. Will Levis is a meme. Raiders 2-7. That's called dog shit. That's what you call that. Browns 2-7. That's called hell. Panthers 3-7. Saints 3-7. That's called hopeless. Giants 2-8. That's called tragic. And the Cowboys 3-6. That's what you call reality. So there you go. You got to be a Broncos fan, bro. I swear, you got to. Say if Denver makes the playoffs, Knicks will win Rookie of the Year. That should definitely go to Washington's quarterback. Say the Panthers will beat the undefeated Chiefs. Hey, that would be the heist of the year. That would be the Vegas heist of the year if they did that shit. They did something similar a few years ago when it was the Cardinals and the Lions. I forgot if one of them was winless. I want to say, who was bad at that time? I want to say it was Detroit. I want to say Detroit was winless at the time. And they ended up beating that Cardinals team that was good as hell. Or at least started off good. It was 2022. What's the odds of having 3 Lamars in the Super Bowl? What you mean? Well, I think it's better May or William. Oh, talking about Drake, May, or Caleb? Caleb's issue, he holds the ball too long. That's one big thing about him. He holds the ball too long. You get away with that shit at USC. You get away with that hero ball shit. Drake May, he needs a better situation than what Caleb got. Because Caleb got weapons. It's just he hold the ball too long. O-line sometimes an issue. Shitty coaching. Drake May, bad offensive line, damn near no weapons, unproven head coach. I know one thing about Colorado's schedule. I'll say it in the video tomorrow. Their schedule been easy as hell, especially them last 3 games. I'm trying to think who they have. It's a bunch of nobodies. Kansas, OK State, and Utah. That's who it was. Yeah, Utah probably being their toughest matchup. And even before that, they really didn't have to play anybody tough. You said 3. Hold up. That's still 2. Did somebody else on the team got Lamar's middle name too? Don't tell me Zay middle name and Lamar. It'd be some of his middle name was Derek. So all these 2-7 teams can still make the playoffs or have a chance to make the playoffs, but that's not gonna happen. No. Out of these 2-7 teams, any of them that could turn it around at this point? None. Because we talk about 2-7 teams like the Titans, the Jaguars, the Browns. The Browns had one chance at this shit, and that was against the Chargers, and they blew it. The Raiders, we know what they gonna do or not gonna do. The Giants, you know who their quarterback is. Yeah, so yeah, those teams just done. At most, they can play spoiler. Do I think Wilson gets traded in the offseason? I don't know. So they overpaid Trevor Lawrence? Yeah. Same shit the Giants going through if Daniel Jones overpaid him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier about the Chiefs. Just like the Raiders almost lost to the Jets. So you think Baltimore faces the Chiefs again, AFC title game, Chiefs lose? That would be so nice. That would be so nice. Rams going on a run after that embarrassing loss. They still in the thick of it, bro. Like I mentioned, they are 4-5, third place. Seattle 4-5, fourth place. Arizona 6-4. So everything is right there. All that shit is right there. One win, one loss. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get it. So you think Denver can be a threat if they were in the playoffs? I don't know about that. Oh, Kendrick Lamar. Got you. Kendrick Lamar, Derek Lamar Henry, and Lamar Jackson. Gotcha. So Vic might have played his last season with the Giants. Blackbird gonna turn to the Jordan meme. Say this might be the week that Michael Penix plays. That's what I'm curious about. The Falcons don't need to start him or anything like that. I mean, things going good with Kirk now, but I am curious what he does whenever he does play. Appreciate it, Bordercan. Appreciate it. Oh no, you know how this shit go for black head coaches in most cases. Think about it now. You go in there, supposed to tank, get the good draft picks. Oh, you got to go. Bring in the white guy, and then the team start winning. Says Stafford, Rodgers, and Flacco need to retire after this year. I thought I heard that Matt Stafford was going to retire after this year. I don't know how true that is, but I remember him mentioning he was only going to play for 2 more years or some shit. Rodgers, I've heard he going to retire this year. We'll see. He seemed like one of them LeBron ass niggas or one of them Brett Favre ass niggas. He going to make a big deal about it, act like he going to retire, and then last minute, hey guys, I'm back for another year. I gave Trevor $275 million to throw picks. Just might as well have kept Zach Wilson. Yeah, you'd probably be in the same situation. So you got Oregon, Ohio State winning the Natty. Like to see what Penix does this week. Might be his. Wait, what? Yeah, head to head. Yeah, Penix got more wins going back to college. Bro, they really trolled the absolute hell. I mean, the absolute hell out of the Jaguars. By the fact they had all this hope with Trevor Lawrence, and they're like, nah, y'all niggas gonna be the same Jaguars as before. Y'all always gonna get hurt. Y'all gonna be trash. The Oregon overhyped. Yeah, that's true. Say the Dolphins might make a run. Look at the rest of the schedule. They're still gonna get spanked in a playoff game. I don't think they're gonna go on a run deep enough to make it to the playoffs. They might be that team that falls just shy, but I don't think they're gonna make it to the playoffs. Look up the Caribbean Society at the University of Tennessee. See the Dolphins pulling the reverse of how they usually play in December. Travis Hunter for Heisman. Do I see the Raiders being relevant like the Lions after losing for a long time? Ooh, shit. They need someone who can put asses in seats at quarterback. Once they get that, maybe. Until then, nah, bro. The Dolphins going 8-9. Burrow the only other quarterback besides Baker Mayfield to have the defense fail them this season. Shit, Lamar's defense been failing all year. But yeah, it's crazy. Joe Burrow been putting up video game numbers. Every single time, this nigga got like 5 passing touchdowns and lose. Whole time you got Jared Goff who could throw 5 picks and win. That's some crazy shit. Crazy how Aaron Rodgers didn't get along with Brett Favre, yet followed the same career path as him. Both only won 1 Super Bowl. Numerous playoff losses, both leave the Packers for the Jets. I mean, with Aaron Rodgers, I've heard a lot of stories about him not getting along with family members. Heard him and his brother Jordan don't get along. They don't really talk like that for real. Some do his lifestyle in California. Apparently, like the way they say it, Aaron had cut off his family years ago. And I mean, shit, there's a lot of teammates that have said the same thing about him too, that didn't really care for him. I forgot there's a DB named Lamar Jackson. Do you think the best QB in the AFC is Lamar? Do I think Jordan Love is Brett Favre? No, I think Jordan Love is Jordan Love. You know Derrick Henry's whole family? That's something, man. He got all that hard work from college. He ain't got none in the NFL. Actually, no, he don't. I don't know. He probably got an award for like the rushing titles and shit. I don't know. But yeah, Heisman Trophy, National Championship at Alabama. Yeah, nice little Super Bowl ring would be cool, but we shall see. Shedeur going to the Raiders because every time they lose, he tweets and celebrates. I forgot whose video I was watching, but somebody mentioned that shit. He's like, was it like, thank you, God, or praise the Lord every time they lose or something like that. And then when they win, he don't say shit. What? Man, what's your obsession with that Penix and Bo Nix matchup? But do I see anything happening this week to Cousins to bring him in? Not that I can think of, no. Like I said, I don't like to sit up here and try to pretend when motherfuckers get hurt and shit, or predict when people get injured, real or fake. Who's like to make it out of the NFC for a Super Bowl appearance? Not San Fran. They've been too many times. The Rams would be the longest shot ever. The only thing they got going for them is that Dodgers shit. Cardinals, doubt it. They done went and they gonna be in a drought for that shit for a while. Same way the Panthers were. For real though, Green Bay. Yeah, a lot of good teams got knocked out. Really, Green Bay, Detroit, as of right now. Philly, I highly doubt Philly or Detroit. And then you got Atlanta. But realistically, out of those I just named, I can see Green Bay. I thought he would have followed them to Minnesota, but they already got their quarterbacks plural, apparently. To the NFC is Daniels. Watch Aaron Rodgers go to a different team next year and be good. I don't even know if the homie gonna go to a different team, bro. Like, we know the situation is it's a mess, just like the Lakers with LeBron. It's a circus show over there. But I doubt he's gonna go to another team. They didn't pay too much money to the nigga, gave him too much power. They didn't fire coaches to appease, and they've done everything short of sucking the nigga dick to make him happy. So yeah, there's really not much you can do. All you can do is hope that nigga retire. But if he did go to the Vikings, that would be insane. Do I think the Niners make the playoffs? Possible, but if they miss it, we know why. The injury bug. Exactly. Facts. Why you think it's Rodgers being washed at the same time as the Jets? You don't even think Mahomes or Lamar could save them, right? No one can. They got shit ownership. Like, you were bad whenever the Browns can make the playoffs in the last decade and you can't. That's when you got a problem. The Browns have made the playoffs. Who else has been historically bad? The Lions have made the playoffs in the last decade. It makes you look really bad. Shit, the Raiders was in the playoffs in the last decade. And the Jets have. Makes you look really bad. So, yeah. Not a good look. Shit, the Giants have been to the playoffs in the last decade. That's a name right there, man. Flavius Theodoricus. That's one of them Key and Peele names, bro. What the fuck? That's funny. Yeah, lower the turnovers. Yeah, for sure. I don't remember what your other comment was, but it was something that I was wondering about, and I don't remember what the fuck it was. Damn. Something came full circle. I do know that. So the Rams have a shot for the NFC. Chargers win the Super Bowl be a crazy Harbaugh storyline. Shit, they wouldn't let that happen. Nah, they know Twitter would be on fire if they do some shit like that. Watch NFL keep the last divisional games close to keep the standings even out. Green Bay and Detroit especially. Oh man, yeah, you got 3 teams with winning records. Hell yeah, that shit gonna be close. The East and the AFC should be close. The North gonna be close for 2 teams, maybe 3. South, that is Texans to lose. And again, they could lose another game and be straight. The West, Kansas City up top, but then it's a fight for second place. NFC East, Philly, Washington. North, we mentioned them 3 teams. The South, that's Atlanta's. In the West, that's really all 4 teams have a chance. I do say Seattle is the one that's going to get cut. Another Packers and Niners game. We don't need any more Packers and Niners games. We don't need any more Bills and Chiefs games. We don't need more Chiefs and Bengals games. We don't need any more. Who else always play? Packers. You know what? Fuck it. Let the Packers play the Cowboys just so they can keep losing. Yeah, there's a certain matches we don't need those anymore. Yeah, I've seen that. Damn, that nigga said he 32. He been since high school. Shit, boy. Said they ain't been to the playoffs since he was in high school. That's mad work, bro. Mad work. I can say the same too. That's the sad part. Nah, that'd be an earlier playoff matchup than that if they do that. That game got flexed. Because we were talking about this on Thursday or last Thursday. Which game got flexed? This was the game that got flexed. I forgot what replaced it, but they flexed this game out, if I recall. Exactly. They get predictable as hell. Especially the Bills Chiefs playoff games. You know some wild shit gonna happen that benefits the Chiefs every time. Shaping out to either be 2021 or 2012 playoffs. All right, I'll be on here a couple more minutes, then I'm gonna hop off. You feel like the last two of the two playoff games that definitely could happen is Ravens Chargers, the brothers storyline, which they did with the Super Bowl 12 years ago. Yeah, 12 years ago. And the Vikings and Falcons, Kirk Cousins against his former team. I would like to see that, though. That Vikings Falcons one, that should be a pretty cool matchup. And to my knowledge, they don't play in the regular season. The Falcons and Vikings against each other, unless I missed it. That is a missed opportunity. Same way you didn't have the Packers against the Jets. Missed opportunity. So Vegas is going to bake Buffalo to win and flip the narrative as usual. That's all you can do at this point, man. You know what the NFL needs to do? That shit that the NBA does. How the NBA gets all the bad teams primetime games out the way early because they have in their TV deals and shit. Basically, every team has to have at least one primetime game. That's why in the NBA you will see when they was bad that the Kings had that one primetime game in like November or December. The T-Wolves, when they were bad, had that one primetime game right here. And the rest of the season, it was just like the Cavs, the Warriors, the Lakers, and the Knicks, just over and over and over. That's exactly what the NFL needs to do. If you want to give every team a primetime game, cool. But by halfway point, like these teams that are sitting at 2-8, 2-7 and shit, you should have been got their primetime game out the way, and the rest of the back end none of those primetime games should have the Jaguars, the Titans, the Browns, the Patriots, the fucking Jets, the Raiders, the Giants, Cowboys are the Cowboys. They got Thanksgiving and shit. Carolina, the Saints. None of them teams should be on primetime. None of them after the halfway point. But especially the Jets. I am sick and tired of putting the Jets on TV. I mean, it was a little mini rivalry with the Chiefs in past when they had Mahomes and Brady in the AFC at the same time. Then they just carried it over to Tampa and KC. But definitely they did that with the Pats and Colts. But the thing about that is you talking about Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. Like Josh Allen's name don't hold that kind of weight. Like is he a top 5 quarterback in the league? Yes. But his name don't hold weight. Like niggas don't got bars and rap songs about Josh Allen like that. They already got him from Mahomes. He ain't got rap bars yet. And what made those matchups so special was we talking about the two best quarterbacks in the league going at it at the time. Allen ain't the best quarterback or the second best, so. So the teams that get built off a lot during the regular season lose in the playoffs in some way. Usually they be losing bad too. But I see the Lions as a divisional round loss or NFC championship. I can see them losing the divisional round for real. Like they get the bye and then they lose that game. Man, he liked their defense. That's what he said. So you got the Chargers losing to the Chiefs, or excuse me, beating the Chiefs for their first loss. Good thing they flexed that game out. Nobody wanted to watch the Jets or Colts. Yeah, I second that. Why are kickers missing field goals? Point shaving. Point shaving, look at the spread too when they be missing this shit. Because actually a lot of the time when they miss field goals in these games, you look at the spread and see, oh, wow, even when they kick a game-winning field goal, they still didn't cover or they barely covered them. That's why. Like week 1 when Sanders hit that game winner for the Dolphins. The one he missed earlier, he shanked wide wide as fuck left, that shit would have helped cover the spread. I think the spread was 3.5 for that game. They won by 3. Oh, nice. They did do it. Vikings Falcons week 14. That better be prime time too. 13-second Bills Chiefs game was something else though. That is one of them crazy moments. I ain't gonna lie. You say that sacrifice went for this year? I think it went for last year when they just won the Super Bowl. They Tucker missing all these 50-plus field goals all of a sudden, point shaving. That I want to know if this nigga been hurt in the offseason. He ain't say shit. I really want to know about Justin Tucker because he's been in the league. This is his 12th year because he was a rookie on that Super Bowl team back in 2012. Because, Billy Cundiff missing in the AFC Championship game sparked the whole shit. We need a new kicker. But, yeah, like 12 years in, sure, you can kick for 20 or almost 20. But, yeah, this ain't the same Justin Tucker. I'm used to seeing nigga missing extra points and shit. Shit's crazy out here, man. Coaches also, of course. Oh, you know it. You know some crazy shit finna happen in that game. And last one. But there you go. Chiefs Eagles Super Bowl convince you that's definitely rigged. Yep, man, I had fun chopping it up with y'all today. We're going to be back Thursday, NFL pregame pick'em. Got a video dropping on college football, where we at after week 11, top 25 outlook, playoffs tomorrow. Discord link will be below. So click that link if you haven't joined. And we out. Y'all be easy.